Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Chronicles of Manal. Long time no see. Sorry, I'm missing in action. I've been busy with residency, so I know this is a crucial time for IMGs, so I thought this is the time I need to make a video. So welcome back to all my IMGs, all the viewers. If you're an IMG in Ontario right now, I feel your anxiety. I know the changes, the requirements that were made mid-cycle are really stressful, and you're worrying about how you're gonna match, but fret not. We're gonna try to see how we can use this in our own advantage, okay? The main thing that makes IMGs match is the strategy, okay? So sit tight, let's go on this ride together. So first things first, let's accept it, okay? This is a possibility, this is a reality, and they've made this requirement mid-cycle because I think this is what they want for IMGs, and they want to optimize Ontarians matching to Ontario. So let's accept it, but hear me out, okay? IMGs, they match every year, okay? Despite their good grades or bad grades, despite if they have enough clinical experience, they match, okay? So you are gonna match, okay, regardless if it's of Ontario or any other province, and it's gonna work out for you. This is the mindset that you need to have at this critical point in your CaRMS application, okay? It's not impossible, and we're gonna use this to our advantage, okay? First things first, after this, what do we think is gonna be needed to make your portfolio stand out, especially in this circumstances now, to make sure people see you as a very good candidate for their program, okay? So let's talk about it. If you're already working on your personal statements, great, okay? What are you doing for your personal statements that is gonna make you stand out as a CaRMS applicant? So your CaRMS personal statement has to be very unique for each program you apply to and each province you apply to. It needs to show that you care about the place you're going to and that you have some sort of attachment or calling to the province, whether it's some sort of attraction, whether it's a population, whether it's the sort of experience you're going to get over there. And you have to also show them what asset you are to them and what you're going to contribute back to their province or to their program. So it can't be generic personal statement that you're copy pasting to each program. It has to be meaningful and intentional. Listen up, guys. This is the time to be intentional and not just, doing the least you can. Everything you do for your application has to be intentional. Every program you apply to, every province you apply to, you have to be intentional. You have to mean it. So even if in your back of your head you have a place you want to match, make sure each program you apply to, you tell them, I really want to match to your program. Even if that's your second option, every program needs to feel that you want to match to their program to increase your chances of matching, okay? So that's your personal statement. The next thing is talk about your clinical experience in Canada. So let's say you've been living in Ontario for many years now. Talk to them about how you're an asset. Talk to them about how you've worked in different settings in Canada, in the hospital, in the clinics, in the emergency, volunteering, or any research work you've done here. Anything and everything you've done here, add that in your CV and show them that I was working here and I was an asset to that clinic. At this point, I want to say, if you're not good about talking about yourself right now, this is the time. Talk about yourself, sell yourself as a marketer, market yourself well so people know that you are what's needed in their program, okay? Now, on to my next step. So once you've had a good personal statement, okay, and once you've showed them your clinical experience, the next important thing is making sure you have strong narrative references from people you're going to ask references from. So whoever it is, make sure they understand your story and make sure they are genuine and they can give you a very good reference letter that would reflect the work you've done with them. So not just tick boxes, because I believe there is a part where you have to talk about why this applicant is suitable for their program, and it has to reflect your story. So make sure that you know someone that will give you a good reference, okay? So after this, it's very important that you are talking about your transferable skills in your personal statement. So what is a transferable skill? So it's a skill you had and you've used it somewhere else, not in Canada, any other place, like a leadership skill or like an advocacy skill, advocating for different campaigns, breast cancer, diabetes, it's a camp, and you can transfer that skill when you become a resident. So talk about the experiences you've had and talk about how you use those skills elsewhere and how you can use that and be an asset to the program that you're applying to. This is very important. So I've talked about this before in my YouTube videos, but the CAN-MED roles, you need to emphasize each of these points and talk about how you have each of them and how you can help their program with these skills that you have. Okay, so last but not the least, the flow of your CV, the flow of your personal statement, it should have a good flow. It should be like your story, but in paragraph forms. Make sure you have good font, good spacing, and not using too sophisticated words. Use normal words, something direct that will give the meaning of what you're trying to say, and they'll understand what they're reading right away. Okay, so these are steps that you're gonna do to optimize your profile. The next thing I want to talk about is that just because you think your chances of matching in Ontario are less does not make you any less of an Ontarian, okay? But you need to optimize your chances of matching anywhere. So you have to apply to every province you possibly can at this point in your application. Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Nova Scotia, okay, Alberta. I think BC is a bit too late now. Ontario. So apply every single place. And even if they have this requirement of the 2 years of high school, still apply to Ontario, okay? You never know what happens, okay? You never know what happens in the ranking. In the ranking at the end, if you rank them, they rank you high. You don't know what happens. So you need to make sure you're applying every single place. Make sure you have your FM Proc ready. You've given the exam. Make sure you've done CASPER. For any of the other provinces, Saskatchewan and Manitoba do require it. Make sure you have all your exams ready and make sure you're ready to apply each of these provinces. On a side note, I understand this is a very expensive process. I've been through it, and you can see the money just going like this, and you're like, I hope I match somewhere because I'm using so much money for this application process. And trust me, I understand how draining it is mentally, physically, financially, okay? But this is not the time to give up, okay? This is the time to keep going, and do your best of everything you're going to do, okay? And what I want to say is, as an IMG, your province doesn't define you. The application cycle you apply at 1 year now, if you're applying now or in the second iteration, or even if you're applying next year, that does not define you. You are a doctor, you are resilient, you are persistent, you are hardworking, and you are smart. It's just the timing and the strategy you're going to use to apply. So make sure you're optimizing every single thing in your personal strategy to match, okay? Don't be disheartened. If I understand that many people have been living in Ontario for a very long time with their children, with their family, bought houses here. I understand it's very disheartening to see this new requirement, but at the end of the day, your goal is to match. Maybe the province you match in has much more opportunity for you and your family. Maybe it's a good thing. So don't take this negatively, use it in your advantage. I understand it's very hard, and I really feel bad that this was made in the mid-cycle, but there's some sort of thinking behind it, but you need to use it in your advantage. I keep saying this line because I don't want you guys to give up hope in the middle of the cycle, okay? You're gonna get it. It's just a matter of timing and a matter of strategy. And keep at it. I feel like I've been going on for a long time now. So if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment box below. Like, subscribe, and share this video with any other IMG or IMG groups Do not give up hope. This is not the time. This is the time for the go, go, go that I was talking about in other videos. This is that time, okay? Do not give up hope. Talk to someone. If you can't talk to someone who's in the same boat, maybe talk to someone who's already done it. See what they say. Just talk about it so you feel better. But do not give up hope. This new requirement doesn't mean you're not going to match. It just means you have to change your strategy up a bit, okay? So I'll see you in my next video. Do not give up hope. If you have any questions, message me personally, message me on my YouTube video, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But in the meantime, work hard, work smart, and do not give up. Bye guys.